Hey everyone, welcome back to F1 2020 after the double bubble race of boredom and strangeness that was Spain and Monaco. After Azerbaijan, and we've got quite a lot on our calendar on the way up. I've gone for aerodynamic upgrade, chassis focus because they both give resource points, but I've also gone for sponsor headquarters for a big chunky improvement there. I could have gone for some Delatrazian improvements, but I'd rather try and focus on getting that fourth sponsor on board as quick as possible. What I'm also going to do, because we've got enough resource points to do it, I wasn't going to necessarily go for aerodynamics, but I'm going to. And let's get this front downforce cascade winglets in, because it can be in time for Azerbaijan, which is what I'm interested in, so that we can continue these step improvements. We've also got a few other things coming along as well, so that's good. That's helpful, that nose cone structure.
From the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Is sorted and fine. Great. And they both worked. Fantastic. More chassis focus. More in terms of R&D points, which I don't think we can necessarily use immediately. But if we get a good run on something... Oh, there's plenty that we can get away with and do, isn't there? Oh, this is superb. Could even look at doing something to do with that, because we've got some power hungry circuits coming up soon.
Our new parts have been completed without issue.
Yes.
Be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Even the durability stuff is sorted. So that gets us up to 11 million. Still a little way from the simulator stuff there. That's still 15s. Not interested in having multiple stuff there. Yeah, I think we're okay for now. Okay, I'll join you after practice. Hey everyone, welcome back after quali. And we had the version 1.12 update kick in. And oh my goodness, it's changed some stuff. So appreciate that everyone will be like, but this is October the 19th. And I'm like, yes, I know. This is how far in front I was recording these episodes. Oh dear. I do late nights. I record through the night. And this is the night of the 19th of October. So in this update, as you can see, they have retracked 4 teams. Racing Point, who is now suddenly the 4th best team as opposed to being the 6th or 7th or 8th or wherever it was. Ferrari have dropped like a stone, and as you can see they are now bottom of the midfield. Crazy. Haas have also been reduced, and you can see they've now fallen off the back of that midfield clutch, and Alfa Romeo have taken an absolute tanking as well. And instead of being in that midfield tank, are now down with Haas on their kind of like weird little own bit. Williams are on their own as well. As you can see though, this is going to be swings and roundabouts, I think, for us, because Ferrari now out of the picture of this big 3 that we were battling with up front means that they're going to stop taking points away from potentially us, but also potentially Mercedes, which doesn't help us at all. What it may do, though, is drop them far enough back that Delatraz now can battle in front of them and give points back to us that way, in theory, if we continue our ascension up the order in terms of points and improvements. And I'm not sure. how this will all kind of go. Baku's a bit of an awkward one to kind of understand as well, so maybe Ferrari can kind of push themselves back out again. But with Red Bull not really on song, Racing Point now suddenly up, and they've only scored 2 points all season, if we take a little look, courtesy of George Russell, so that will give Giovinazzi a bit of a boost. And Ferrari now out of it. It really is a Mercedes versus Minardi battle up front here, so interesting times, methinks. So let me just stick on my components again for quali even. Practice went okay. I'm not feeling comfortable around this circuit. I don't normally anyway, but I feel particularly extra slippy here. The other thing as well is that we've got lots of extra durability, performance points, but we're 4 behind what we could have done for the aero, so I'm going to dive over to the chassis, and I'm going to play with the hydraulics here to get some more ultimate weight distribution, because that is a huge... Oh, hang on. That is a huge thing for us. It'll come after Canada, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. In it comes. And as you can see, we got an upgrade there from the power unit, and that's put us midfield, so that's all good. And makes me happy. Good stuff. We can keep on increasing. Okay, let's go after quali. A little bit skiddy. This hasn't worked very well for us, has it? 14th. P6. That's not quite where I wanted to be. I know this is a difficult circuit for me. We lost out quite a bit in turn 1, didn't we?
And with qualifying complete,
Ooh.
let's review our top 3 today. Bottas, Hamilton and Louis Delatraz. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
That's crazy. Okay, so Mercedes 1-2, Delatraz 3, then Gasly, Perez in the Renault and Alpha Tauris, then us, Minardi in 6, Sainz, Alpha Tauri again with Stroll, Norris, Russell in the top 10 for Racing Point. That's not really pushed them too high, is it? Red Bull out of the top 10 still. Then Leclerc, Ocon, Ricciardo, Verstappen and De Vries. Wow. And wow. Bizarre midfield there compared to where we have been. Grosjean, Giovinazzi, not great. Kevin Magnussen, King and Latifi. Wow, this is going to be an Alpha Tauri and McLaren fest here potentially. Oh well, on we go.
good day today. Let's have your take on it. What was your teammate's secret to success today?
Like I say, is that powertrain? Yeah.
How do you feel this season is going for you? Is the car competitive?
Team is really gelling. It's going to be a great season.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Oh, we still beat Albon, didn't we? Forgot about that. Helpful, helpful. Good run by Delatraz to third on the grid, actually. Really good race. Hope he gets a good start. I hope we do. I won't mind so much if it's a Mercedes 1-2 Minardi 3-4, because then we can start really taking it to them in the second half of the season. Because we're in contention, that's all that matters. Looks like a donut in the background.
All of you watching it. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Delatraz, Gasly, Sergio Perez, Smith, Sainz, Stroll, Norris, and George Russell, Kvyat, Albon, Charles Leclerc, and Ocon, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Nick De Vries,
Those Ferraris.
Roman Grosjean, Giovinazzi, Magnussen, King, and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Not sure.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
I think you've just seen what I can do. Cause carnage. Oh. Oh shit. No. Okay, so that's messy, but we got there. Oh, or have we? Take two.
Start. Well done.
I mean, strong start in terms of position. How's the car? The car's okay. Oh, crumbs. Oh, it's not feeling good. Oh. It really feels like there's something not quite right with it. Looks busy behind with the McLarens and Hamilton. can we do to try and get this back on song again? Because I am not feeling confident. If that means that we have to play Train for Delatraz, we will do it. Not that we're intentionally trying to do that, but... Oh, drama further back.
Clear.
Wonder who's in trouble. Albon. No safety car. Oh, Gasly, no.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Okay, you lot can all battle.
Gap to car in front is 3.7 seconds.
Indeed they are. That looks like Perez getting through. The more they do that, the less they drama with me. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Perez in as well, and Stroll, by the looks of it. Loads of people in.
Release. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Whoever that is, I'm not having it. Yes, Latifi and King. Latifi ahead of King there. Oh, cold tyres, be careful. Okay, next up the road, Grosjean and Magnussen, but they're a good few seconds, so we're okay. That may be problematic for everyone who just came in there, because they're going to be stuck behind those two Williamses. Delatraz well clear. 5 seconds as well. He's pulled out an advantage, I think. Unless we just... Well, he wasn't great in the pits, were we? That's critical for Delatraz that he's got out ahead of Magnussen. Okay, Kvyat in the pits, Magnussen in the pits, Ricciardo in. Like everyone.
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely. This is your final lap of the race. Yellow flag. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags. Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you've pulled through. Thank you.
It's never an easy race here in Azerbaijan. There's drama around every corner, but they've come through to take a brilliant win here today.
Well, Bottas certainly kicked ass there, didn't he?
They were able to deliver such an incredible result today.
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament.
And I can see
It's
the
pure
drivers
speed,
starting to
mate.
approach the
But
podium
lovely
for
to
the
see a
victory
double Minardi
celebrations.
podium.
A real team victory
Delatraz
today.
second,
Everybody
Smithy
played
third.
their part.
We'll take that quite happily.
Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners
With
today.
Hamilton not quite scoring, I don't think, as much as what he would have done. He looked like he was still in the points. But I think that might be a tiny net gain for us. I'm not sure. Bias did get the fastest lap. So we'll see. It did look interesting behind, even if it wasn't necessarily like ultra close.
And after this round of the World
Yeah.
Championship, here's how things look in the drivers'
Okay.
table. Valtteri Bottas passes his rival to take over the lead of the drivers' championship. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Smith. They pushed
Thank you,
and
thank you.
pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes move to the top of the table. Meanwhile, AlphaTauri's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to
Okay.
join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement.
All right,
in
Crofty,
Formula
shut
One.
up. So, Bottas wins from Delatraz and Smith, Minardi 2-3. I'm very happy with that. What's that? 32 points. So, Perez then comes in full for AlphaTauri. That'll be great for them. McLaren gets Sainz 5th. Gasly 6th for Renault. Racing Point get more points than they have all season, with Russell in 7th. So that shows that their improvement does help. Hamilton slipping down to 8th. After the lap 1 drama with me. Sorry. I thought there was room. Norris started 9th, stays 9th. Kvyat grabs the final point for Red Bull in 10. What a terrible season that team is having. Ocon got back up to 11. Verstappen got up to 12. That's interesting. Stroll dropped to 13th. Ricciardo and Leclerc 14th and 15th. That's terrible. De Vries will be further away from a point than what he was before by the looks of it. Grosjean and Magnussen were kind of there or thereabouts on the back end of the field. No, not really. Look, 42s for all of them and 43s for them. King did beat home Latifi in the end. Giovinazzi classified 2 down but did retire. Albon also out. Race director, Gasly on hards, that would have done it. And Grosjean. So, incident. Me hitting Hamilton twice. Oops. Ocon and Leclerc. Okay. Stroll and Norris. That might be why Stroll is down the order. So, front wing change for Hamilton on lap 3. Okay, so we came in early, done that, and then got the jumperoo. No other dramas by the looks of it, though, on the pit stop, so that's good. Ooh, 2.6 for Delatraz. Good stuff. And then if we look at the standings, this should be a shake-up. So Bottas, 19 points in the lead now from us. Those Ferraris are going to drop like a stone if they don't sort themselves out soon. Hamilton stays 5th. Delatraz moves up to 6th. Ahead of Sainz. Then Gasly and Norris move up positions. Albon and Ocon drop down. Kvyat equal now on points with Verstappen. Stroll, Perez, Russell. Perez there, I think that was... Yeah, he'd only scored a point beforehand, hadn't he, I think. So that's big for AlphaTauri. Ooh, Giovinazzi's retirement, although he didn't look like he was going to score points there anyway, but that's looking much better for Racing Point. And it's huge there, because Mercedes now have got a 24-point lead over Ferrari, 28 over us, which is what we've got to close in. That's a whole win. Oof. Okay. Complete carnage for the battle of the rest. McLaren, Renault, Red Bull. AlphaTauri move ahead of Alfa Romeo. Racing Point now finally getting their season underway. With Hassan Williams not to score, and I don't think they will, to be quite honest. Although it was nice to see Latifi running in the top 10. Briefly.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Was good.
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
We did. Our power advantage came in really handy. Thank you. I want to boost the power.
Your teammate up on the podium?
Yep.
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
Give him a boost. Give him a
It was more
boost.
like Dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it? Appreciate your time.
That's the beauty of having the third tier of answers then. You can kind of just be like, meh, and not have any negative impact. Okay. Oh dear. Albon. Art imitating life there. Great stuff for us. Great for Delatraz. Great for the team. Moving in. Taking a bit longer than I'd hoped though. And yep. Delatraz getting the complete without... Although he's got damage as well. But maybe he just didn't hit another vehicle. Maybe he clonked a wall. And that is key. Finance-wise. Which I'm sure we'll discuss when we rock up to the next round. Which is an age-old favourite of mine, I think. Hey everyone, welcome back. We're off to Canada next, and I've done a G-Force training for Delatraz to give him some extra boost. We've got 14.7 million, and I was umming and ahhing over what to do and where to go with it. And I've decided, although I was thinking about decreasing the chassis build time, for me this is now about getting the powertrain up to Spec 3 series in that thing as well. But what I'd like to do is play with the reduction of potential failure, which is grand. Now I know that means that it puts us at a little bit of a disadvantage potentially for contract negotiations, but I think we'll still get enough money just in time to deal with that. And if not, I'll sign Guan Yu Zhou as a backup. That's how we're going to roll. So let's push on forward. G-Force training for Louis. Great stuff. I'll see you after practice. Okay, welcome back after quali, and you can already see the big fly in my ointment. It's going to be a wet quali. And in a dry race, which is a pain in the arse for me. Looking at the R&D side of things, though, things are looking great for Minardi. We're still clear, and Mercedes didn't make an improvement last time, which is great for us. Red Bull did, which moves them even better into the third best team. Racing Point made a small improvement, pushed them into 4. McLaren did too, but Ferrari made a better increase and is kind of joined up with McLaren and Ferrari, so Ferrari may be on for points here. AlphaTauri are right there, as are Renault as well. Those 4 teams, who's going to be the best out of those lot is anyone's guess. Then it looks as though Alfa Romeo have made a tiny improvement against Haas, and they've kind of levelled off equal, and Williams brought no improvements here today either. Practice went relatively well, which is good. What it does mean, though, is that we have enough points for an upgrade, and I was just looking at what we should and shouldn't be going for just before starting off this session, and I'm going to be going for a tyre... Oh, I was going to say a tyre wear improvement here as a major update. But now I'm not so sure, because we've still got this going on. In fact, I think I'd probably rather wait for that, and then we'll probably dive in and do either a big aero update or something like that. I was going to go for some engine side of things, but it won't be ready in time for France, whereas this was going to be. So... kind of thinking do it. Could do that instead though. That's only the DRS, which is not really much of an issue. I'd rather go with tyre wear, to be honest. Let's go tyre wear. And develop, and we're off and away. Stop pussyfooting about. Okay, let's dive off into quali. Wish me luck. That looks like Inter's territory. Indeed it is. Right. Oh God. I say that was going surprisingly well in the first few corners. Not now, though. That did. We're going to get pole. Woohoo! Bit bouncy over that final chicane, but screw it.
That was a fantastic drive.
Thank you very much.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Smith, Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton. Well, that wraps up
Delatraz
qualifying, but
fourth.
don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Fabulous. Minardi 1 and 4, Mercedes 2 and 3. This is exactly what we need going forward, Delatraz. Yes, you can be quite a way off me, but still get in fourth. That's all we need. Look at the gap, though. Mercedes romping away. Sainz now 5th, Albon 6th, Norris, Gasly, Ricciardo in the top 10 for Ferrari. That'll go down well. Then the 2 AlphaTauris, Leclerc 12, Ocon, Kvyat. Again, Racing Point nowhere. 15th and 16th. Haas of Grosjean 17, ahead of Verstappen, ahead of Magnussen, ahead of De Vries. And then the 2 Williamses, Alfa Romeo not looking great here. And Haas, that's like one of their most competitive showings in quali for a while, if ever. Outside of me doing absolutely terrible at Monaco. Okay. Sorry, I'm just moving my sofa. Shifting my arse. Good run there from myself. Great run from Delatraz as well. So that's joy all round. Okay. Let's hope we can keep there. Looking good.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Smith lines up on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid...
Oh, no!
Sainz, Alexander
Again!
Albon, and Norris, Gasly, Ricciardo, Perez, and Lance Stroll, Leclerc, Hamilton. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty.
Bloody hell.
Daniel Kvyat and Russell, Giovinazzi, Verstappen, Kevin Magnussen, and Nick De Vries, Latifi, King, Ocon, and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
We will indeed. Lots of grid penalties there.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Okay, so quite happy with lap 8. Again, let's tank up on the old fuel. And let's be aggressive off the start. Let's go for it. Oh, this could be a big opportunity. As long as I don't sod up the start. Ooh, drama going on between a Renault and a McLaren further back. Which looks like it's still going on, to be honest. Oh, I thought I was going off there, sorry.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Right, unlike a lot of other circuits, I think Hamilton will actually come up the order. So it's Sainz, Albon, so it must have been Norris and Gasly maybe? Yeah, it would be Gasly, wouldn't it? Because Ocon was starting at the back row. And that looks like an Alpha Tauri. Looks like Hamilton's already into the top 10. Okay, we're all in. Albon's in as well. Sainz, of course, goes on. Gasly goes on.
Release, release. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Ho 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 ho!
The car behind has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre.
Only just, but we've done it. Albon now free from Sainz is going after Delatraz as well.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Sainz hard tyre, and that's not worked out because Norris has got through. Oh no, he hasn't. Sainz has got out ahead of Norris. Oh, Danny Rick's out. The Ferrari, that I think he was potentially the lead Ferrari in
We've got
the
a lot of
race,
spare
so
energy.
that's a
Use your
drama.
overtake button. Caution, caution. Okay, clear.
Oh, more drama going on.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
done. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Absolutely fantastic. It's a brilliant result. Well done.
Well done me, well done me. Oh, well, we did make up quite a few places, did Hammy?
That's it then for another magnificent Canadian Grand Prix, and they've hung on to take a sublime victory here today. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly
Another
happy
double podium
as
for
they make their
Minardi,
way
but
up
this
to the
time it's a
podium.
1-3, not a
Much-deserved
2-3.
victory
Even
and a
better.
brilliant performance from them all.
Wonder if we'll ever get a 1-2. That'd be wonderful. But that was helpful with Hamilton's grid penalty to get us slightly more back into contention. Oh, are we going to get a new emote? Nice. I'll have to equip that.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. More points for Valtteri Bottas, further solidifying his lead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
It's got to be Lewis Hamilton. I mean, he pulled off some impressive feats out on the track today, even by his standards.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. Meanwhile, a strong weekend from Red Bull this time out, and they improved their position in the championship.
It doesn't even
It's been an
relate
absolutely
to what has been
wild
going
weekend
on.
of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Okay. So we won ahead of Bottas and Delatraz. Albon moved up to 4th ahead of Sainz, who went medium hard on the tyres. Not the best look there. Beat home Norris, Perez. Hamilton got past Gasly in the last couple of laps to claim 8th. Gasly 9. Stroll in the final point for 10th for AlphaTauri, despite our attempts to overtake him being a bit clumsy. Giovinazzi 11th. There, good return up the order from him ahead of Leclerc. Again, no points for Ferrari. Kvyat, Russell, so they've gone better in race trim than they did in quali. Alfa Romeo's nowhere there. Verstappen and De Vries, only 3 seconds apart as well, interestingly. Ocon, 17. Then Magnussen and Grosjean kind of on their own. Latifi ahead of Jordan King, who didn't do very well at that race either. Ricciardo retiring from potential points. So only that went wrong. Okay, so Latifi, King and Ocon all game together in lap 1. That's what all of the crunching was going on there. And Bottas did hit us a little bit on lap 15. Standings. So Bottas now 11 clear of us. Ricciardo, Leclerc, Delatraz gets ahead of Hamilton in the championship. That makes me smile. Sainz, Albon now up to 8th. Gasly drops to 10 behind Norris. Ocon, Kvyat, Verstappen, Perez continues his good run of form. Gets some equal points on Stroll now. Funny that they're now teammates at AlphaTauri in this game. Russell, Giovinazzi now moves ahead of De Vries in a battle of non-scorers. Only got to be a matter of time before Giovinazzi gets a point, you would think, at the moment. Then De Vries, Magnussen, Grosjean, King, Latifi. And well, Ferrari continue their nowhereness for the last 2 races, but that gets us within 9 points of Mercedes. This is good. McLaren, Red Bull move ahead of Renault. AlphaTauri were already ahead of Alfa Romeo. I don't know why it's showing that as a change. Racing Point, Haas and Williams round out the field. Whew. Juicy. We're going to have to deal with Our Lady.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
One day the cameraman will open his eyes.
Well, looks like your luck has changed. Things went a lot better than last weekend, didn't they? teammate had a great race today and was rewarded with a podium. Do you have any comments on their performance?
Made great use of our aero package.
Great. Well, that's everything.
It was a good run. Okay, what's that do to us? 5 and 2. Sorry, Albon, you're not going to be winning that, are you? Good improvements for both. Handy, handy. And that will still give us enough dosh to see us claw back enough money in time for contract negotiations. Easy. Easy, easy.
And the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
Good stuff. Join you next episode where Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Plane Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share, or a pledge. Thanks for watching.